Okay, so let's see what we got going on up in chunk. I'm gonna pin me. Good. Okay, here we go. So softly taking a look at how to build voicings, and most importantly, how do we begin to build these interior voicings, right? So let's just quick rapid fire review of what you've already done. You've worked on knowing what the chords are, right? So 1, 6, 2, 5. And we're going to choose to play these chords. C minor 7, A dominant 7, D minor 7 flat 5, G7, right? So we're basically going to choose those for our chords. There are of course variations, like the 6 chord might be slightly different. You could do a 1 chord different, but we're going to make a choice and we're going to run with it. So now we've got our chord progression: C minor 7, A dominant 7, D minor 7 flat 5, 5 chord is a G dominant 7. Okay, so 1, 6, 2, 5. Next thing we're going to do is just play the melody with it. Right? Just making sure we've got that grooving. And it's always valuable to do it at a few different tempos, but for today, that's where we're going to stop. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to actually just play a shell in the left hand. Sorry. Okay, just the shells in the left hand. That's the root and the 7th. So we got that. That's all good. Then we're going to rest our left hand, and we're going to focus on just playing the full chords in the right hand. Got it? So there's that melody note, and then I'm playing the rest of my 1 chord below it. And then I go from here to here, so I fill out my 6 chord, A dominant 7, and then my next melody note is, right, F, and below that, that's that D minor 7 flat 5, so it's going to be here, a little bit slippery there, but there it is. So I have tough. My weak 4th finger doesn't want to do its job, but there it is. And then I go to the 5 chord, and the melody note is, so that's going to be actually a bit easier. Right, you're covering the root and the 7 of that G dominant 7. So now I have this. Okay, that's it. Now, the next step I'm going to do, by the way, that's the part where the money is to actually close the lid of the piano and see, can you visualize these voicings without a piano underneath your fingers, and especially without the sound to assist you, right, to guide you to the correct chord. Can you just close the lid and visualize going from the 1 chord to the 6 chord to the 2 chord to the 5 chord? Okay, now after we've got that sucker together, again, bonus if you can do it at 3 different tempos, then what you're going to do is you're going to play it with the bass notes. And I'm always going to breathe through one, and then I'm going to try it again. Cool? Okay, now Next thing I'm going to do is, and this is the final step, and this is what we're going to work on. By the way, there's 2 pieces of homework. We're only playing the first phrase. So the next part is you want to play the same voicings. Right? So you need to work through how do you play it from the 1 chord to the 6 chord. Ooh, that's weird, but there it is. Okay, how do you go through 1, 6, 2, 5 with the melody notes? And then finally you have, right? And then here you're going to play. Okay, so that's going to take some work, but you want to move phrase by phrase through it. Your last possible step in this exercise is to say, okay, I just practiced playing roots in the right hand. Now, can I take some of the notes in the right hand and put them in the left hand? For example, what if I take this 7th and put it down here? What am I going to put down here? How about the 5th? I could go. And then what am I going to put down here? Let's see here. I could put the 7th down here. See what I'm doing? I'm taking notes in the right hand and I'm putting them down here. And then here, what I'm going to do, I could take the 5th and put it down here. Or just do the 7th. So now I have slowly. So I'm just beginning to get really comfortable with all the different notes in the basic chord and moving them from one hand to the next. Yeah. That's the jam. That is the jam.